Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is part 1 of our story. If you like this what if story and want to see part 2, let me know in the comments below. Before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, check the description for more great content and my playlist. This story was posted by 𝗧𝗵𝗲 official on Wattpad. Now, let's start. Flashback. I've been feeling tired with all of this. Izuku has destroyed all of our monies and precious things with her quirk. She almost killed me once. I know, Hisashi, but I still don't know what to do. Then we should abandon her and then we will fly to China. 41 What? Are you crazy? She's 12. I will not allow that unless you give her something that will make her stay alive. Fine. I will left her a book that will help her build a company. Even if it's small, it will be enough to let her be alive. 6. Fine. But she will stay here. In this house. Now let's pack and go. 5. Dear Izuku, mommy is sorry. We were leaving you because of some issues. We can't feed you anymore. You must find your own job now. Mommy is terribly sorry. One day, I will come and visit you. Please wait. 5 Love, Mom. MMA and Dad, leave me. Sob sniff. Maybe it's my fault. I shouldn't use my quirk to touch their belongings. And I almost killed Dad. There are foods in the fridge. Enough for 3 months. I need to find a work. 12H. A letter. Izuku, we must leave you for some serious issues. We can't stay and befriend you anymore. Father is sorry. But I left something for you. There are computers and a book at our room. You will use that to try to build a company if you could. Wish you a good luck. 15 Father. A book and a computer. Upstairs. There's a web that I can build my company. I need to follow these instructions. It's been 2 months, no money come to my account. I guess I'll just work in a cafe or something. Here. What's this? And no way. 10,000 yen just come in my account and some investor want to work with me. I think this business will work. 2 weeks later, a large amount of money just came and I found a business company that will work together with me. Every week I got 10,000 yen. 6 And a flashback. It's been 3 years since my parents left me. On the time, I was the youngest girl who made a successful company in the world. Now, I live in a mansion. I have 3 sport cars and 4 limos. I do go to school, but this year I'm aiming to go to UA course. My money raise and become 1 million yen every single week or days. I met All Might about a few weeks ago and he give me his quirk, one for all. He knows that I have a quirk but I didn't use it since my parents left. I'm taking care of myself. I clean the entire mansion, cook and decorate it. 35 Bakugou POV ring ring. I groan while wailing up from the bed. Screw this thing. I yelled. It was the UA entrance exam. And I'm pretty sure that Deku's slot didn't come. Her parents said that she moved school and gave up on her dreams for becoming a hero 3 years ago. Why is that Deku's slot come to mind? I need to prepare for entrance exam. Screw you, nerd. As I was ready to go, there was a limo passing. Either it just some sort of rich guy who only knows money. 37 𝗕𝗵𝗶. I was in the limo when I was on my way to UA. The entrance exam is today. I can't wait. Wait, calm down Izuku. You can't screw it this time. No killing people. Only robots. I said to myself. I saw this blonde-ash boy at the streets. Seems really familiar. It's maybe Kaken. 6 I have arrived to UA course. I saw many other people there. I will use one for all if needed to. But I know I still can't handle it, so I will use my own quirk. 7 minutes before the exam start, I saw Kaken walking in. He looked at me like, where the hell have you been? Or the hell you come from? He gave me a death glare. I just smiled at him. 3 Bakugou POV. Only 7 minutes left before the exam start. Why the hell did they started to DMN early like that? As I was walking through the gate, I saw Deku's slot. The hell she was doing here? Either she gave up on her DMN dreams and her quirk is gone by an accident. She gave me a slight smile. That DMN nerd. Always want freaking attention from everyone. 16 third-person POV. The entrance exam has started. Every goes in the arena to fight robots. By coincidence, to get they all know each other, they were put in a team. Izuku is paired with Bakugou. By that, they all put in different area. Izuku was making her not nervous looking. But inside her is nervous as hell. As the exam go, Bakugou asked many questions to Izuku. Hey, you DMN nerd. Your parents said that you were moving school and gave up on your DMN dream. If you had given up, why are you still freaking here? He yelled to Kaken, this is not a good time to argue. The robots are coming. Izuku created a quirk called 𝗕𝗂𝗁𝗍. She touched one robot and it's turned into a dust. Kaken. The other robots. Now. She yelled. Bakugou was surprised to see Deku yelled for the first time. Bakugou touched the other robot and it blew up. Bakugou watched Deku back. Her face is fierce. Her left eyes has become dark purple. 15 Deku left Bakugou alone and searching for the robot's boss. She was running and finally found it. It was big as a skyscraper. Izuku finally used one for all. The boss blows up. Before Deku passed out, she create a quirk that can heal. She heal her right hand. She was exhausted. She was lying on the ground breathing. Deku POV. After the fight, I was lying on the ground, breathing heavily. I got up and saw a brown-haired girl. She was about to get hit by the robot's part. I created a quirk called No Gravity. I jumped and touched it. It almost landed on her. She looked at me and say, Thank you so much. You are welcome. Get up, are you hurt anywhere? I said to her while touching her arm. No. But I was this big and deep cut on my legs. She said while showing her legs. It seems deep and big. Don't worry. I can heal it. I said to her. I touched the cut and it's gone, but still there are a few scars, but it will slowly go away. Thank you so much. She said and introduced herself. 5 Everyone. The entrance exam has ended. You may go to the hall now. 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗂𝘁 said. We all go to the hall. I was extremely exhausted. I sit between Uraraka and a great boy. He was looking at me a few times. Then he almost touched by BST and I shocked him by an electric quirk. Uraraka laughed a lot. They put the great boy at the back and a boy with glasses sit at his place. 𝗕𝗏𝗁𝗏. I though you were in infirmary. Uraraka said to him. Yeah, the nurse said that I have a cut on my arm. I wrapped it using the bandages for now. He replied. I broke their conversation by saying I can heal your wounds. I said while making a smile. Your quirk is heal. But how did you destroy the robot's boss? He asked me. Well, my quirk is actually quirk creating. I can create simple quirk, but if I want a powerful quirk, I need to damage myself. I explained my quirk. I see. He said while adjusting his glasses. 5 By the way, my name is Izuku. I said to they both. They looked shocked. You mean Izuku, the owner of 𝗵 company? Ida asked. Yes. That's me. I said to him. We 3 were chatting until 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗂𝘁 announced the people who are getting into UA course. Everyone who are in the entrance exam got it. 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗂𝘁 also said people who got number 1 to 3. 1 Izuku Midoriya, 2 Bakugou Katsuki, 3 𝗕𝗏𝗁𝗍𝗁 2 I got number 1. I said to myself. My left eye turns into light blue. I looked back and saw Kaken getting cessed and he also give me a death glare 3 Bakugou POV/TCH. That nerd cessed me. How come can her get in my way? Maybe the DMN 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗂𝘁 give her his pity. Next time, I will pass her. No matter what. 2 third-person POV. Alright everyone, tomorrow we will have a knowing session. It's where you talk to people to get know of them. So you all must go tomorrow. You will wear dresses or suits because we also celebrating your journey to UA course. Now go touring around this place and don't bother me sleeping. 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗔𝗂𝘁, also known as Izawa-sensei, fall asleep it with yellow thing. They all go touring this place. As that, Izuku bumped into someone. Third-person POV. Izuku bumped into someone. She looked up and saw Bakugou, also known as Kaken. Sorry Kaken. She said. Deku, we need to talk, DMN nerd. He said roughly. Kaken, call me Izuku. She said with a serious face. Then call me Katsuki. He yelled. Fine, Katsuki-kun. She said. Her eyes lost the sparkle. They two went to the rooftop. Izuku seems to hide her nervousness. So, what do you want to talk about? She said. Where the hell have you been all this freaking 3 years? Bakugou yelled at her, making Deku twitch a bit. It's none of your business. She said. Her face started to become more and more serious. Yeah. It's not my business, but I'm still your freaking friend. Bakugou yelled while making a slight blush. You said you are my friend. You bullied me, Katsuki-kun. You even blew all of my hero journals when you are at my house. She yelled. Bakugou knew that at this time, she will cry, but this time she wasn't crying. Bakugou shocked to see this. Deku started to talk after a few minutes of silence. My parents left me. So then, I tried to build a company and it was a success. After 2 months, I moved. She said. Bakugou hasn't satisfied with the answer. If your company is a success, then it will be popular. He yelled. It is popular, Katsuki-kun. I know you are wearing my new perfume. The perfume names is Dreams, right? She yelled. DMN. She was right. The perfume is popular. But I want the company's name. I know all the company in Japan. Bakugou though to himself. If that's so, what's the company's name? He asked. Heim Company. Deku replied to him. Bakugou is surprised. The company was owned by a girl. She started to build the company when Bakugou walked away. Izuku said to him. Even though you bullied me. It's still nice meeting you again, Kaken. She said while turning away. She was making a tsundere face. Me too, Deku. Bakugou said while smirking. Hey, Deku. 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 said. 𝗕𝗫𝗁. Deku stutter. Oh sorry, I heard a blondish calling you that. I though maybe that's your nickname. 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 said back. It's fine. You can call me that. Deku said while smiling, showing a blush. No. You're so cutie. 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 yelled at 𝗕𝗫𝗁. She pinched Deku's cheeks. Deku's cheeks feels so soft and squishy. 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 thought. To 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏. I was searching you everywhere. Ida said. Oh, hey Ida-kun. 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 replied to him. Hey, Ida-kun. Deku also said. Hello, Miss Izuku. Ida said while bowing. Deku blushed a bit. Oh please, call me Deku. Izuku said. Alright then, Deku. The three of them were walking together to the UA gate. And then a limo suddenly drive. The driver opened the car's door and bowed to Deku. Hello, Miss Deku. The driver said. My car is here. 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 was shocked, saying the long car. Then Izuku said, you guys wanna ride and sleep in my place? Izuku said. 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 eyes glittered up and said yes. Ida also said, I'm okay if we are not a burden. He said. Well then, let's go. She said with a bubbly tone. This is Ida and 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏's first time hearing that tone. All on their way to Deku's mansion. They chat and laughing with Ida's personality. 11 So, this is what it feel like to have new friends. I need to train one for all. My relationship with Kaken is finally fixed. And this new friends in front of me is really nice. I wonder what will happen in the future. Izuku though. Third-person POV. As they all arrived at Deku's mansion, 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 eyes become more sparkling. Deku had a 3-floor house, 2 garage with many sport cars and limos in it and 3 pools. This place is amazing. 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 said while tugging Ida's cloth. This place is exact with house, but it was a little smaller. Ida said. Wait, what? You also a rich kid? 𝗬𝗓𝗢𝗏 yelled. Isn't he from the Ida's family? His brother is ingenium. Deku said to them. How did you know? Ida asked with a curious face. I've met your brother a few times last month. I think he was chasing a villain at Hosu. Deku said. Oh, I understand. Ida said while adjusting his glasses. Well guys. This is my house. Deku said. Her house filled with expensive furniture. The living room has a big TV, couches all over the place. The carpet is yellow and red like All Might's costume. It also had 2 kitchen and a few bathroom. So, change your clothes because we were going to have fun. Deku said. But we don't have any cloths. Ida said to Deku. Well, this may sound weird but there's a room at the 3rd floor. It has many boys and girls' cloths. Deku said while shrugging. That's great. I want to wear an oversized t-shirt and a short jean. Uraraka said. That's great. We will change our clothes and then we will gather at the kitchen. Deku said. And also, please don't get lost. If you think you are lost or something, just yell my name. Deku said while giggling. All right. They both said. 5 after they change, they gather at the kitchen. Deku was already there standing in front of the dining table. There are various foods there. Uraraka's mouth starts to drooling. Don't be shy. Let's eat. Deku said. They all chatting and eating the food. The food was eaten by Uraraka the most. There's no food left, I guess. Deku said while chuckling. Uraraka burp and Ida said, it very not a ladylike, and then Uraraka said, I don't care, she said sheepishly. 18, guys, I need to text my parents to tell them that I have a sleepover. Uraraka said. Go on. Deku said. Uraraka brought out her phone. It was an old phone. When she turned it on, it can't. Deku felt sympathy and go to her room and pick a touchscreen phone for Uraraka. Hey, Uraraka. I have something for you. Deku said on the while getting down from the stairs. This is my present for you. I see your phone, it was old and can't be turned on, so I want to give you this. Deku said while smiling. W8. Really? You really give this phone to me? She said. Yes, because you are my friend. Deku said back. Thank you so much, Deku. Uraraka said while hugging Deku. 7 The rest of the night is playing video games, truth or dare and many more. They all have fun, especially Ida. He found out that Deku has a library and went there to borrow some books. We was thrilled. They all slept on the couch. Deku felt happy because this is her first time having a sleepover with her new friends. Deku POV. I woke up beside Uraraka-san. Ida-kun is on the couch still sleeping. It was 5, our celebration start at 9, still a long time. Wait, the celebration. I almost forgot about it. I got up and go to the kitchen. Geez, there are many plates in the sink. Well, I will wash them all after school. I didn't pay anyone to work at the mansion. Only me and my pets. Wondering how many is my pet? It was only 4. 2 dogs and 2 cats. I cooked some onigiri and cold soba for myself. My favorite food is katsudon, but I eat cold soba for breakfast only. As I was done, it was 5, I should wake them up but it's still early. As I was mumbling to myself, Uraraka-san and Ida-kun suddenly come into the kitchen. Uraraka looked at the food with a lazy face while drooling. Ida-kun was also looked tired and not wearing his glasses. They sat down and rubbed their eyes. Good morning, Deku. Uraraka-san said. Good morning, Deku. Ida also said the same thing. I just smiled at them. Here, take some onigiri. I pleased them. The onigiri filled with salmon and mayonnaise. Uraraka-san grabbed the onigiri and shoved it into her mouth. Her eyes sparkled up. MHM. This onigiri is so good. She said with her mouth full. Uraraka-san, it's not very ladylike talking like that. Ida-kun said, but Uraraka-san talked back. I don't care. 28 After they finished the breakfast, I brought them to the clothes room. There are many dresses and suits in there. Alright, today is our celebration of our journey to UA course, so we gotta pick a cloth. I said to them and they just nodded. Uraraka-san, why don't you pick this? I suggested her. It was a pink gown that had a medium-sized ribbon at the back. I like this. I will return it later. She said. She seems to liked it that much, so I said, no, you can keep it. Besides, it was too big for me. I said with a straight face. You've been helping me too much. Thank you, Deku-chan. She said to me. And for Deku, I suggest a white long-sleeved shirt with a collar, wear it with a dark blue vase and wear a red tie. You looked great, Deku. I said to him. He said, thank you so much, Deku. You always has a kind heart. He said with a smile. After a while dressing them it was 7, and now, I need to find a dress. I saw a mint gown, it has a cute black bow tie for the neck. It also had a dark green belt. I wear and tied up my hair with a mint scrunchie. I feel so good saying myself. We're all done. And now it's 8. We were on the way to UA. When we arrived we just walked straight to the hall. It was 8, still a lot of time. I saw Kaken drinking the beer. Well, since he was a child he often get confused by not knowing the difference between beers and apple juice because the color were the same and he didn't pay attention to the taste. I ran up to him and say, Kaken, stop. I said 14 huh? The hell, nerd, this is apple juice, he said while pointing at a bowl of beers. He didn't read the sign. Kaken, that's a beer. Don't you see the sign? The apple juice is beside of the bowl. I said while facepalm. He looked back with a shocked impression. He was cessed and embarrassed at the same time. You saw nothing, DMN nerd. He said, Kaken, no need to be embarrassed. It's me, Izuku. I know you can't tell the difference. I said to him softly while patting his head. Whatever, nerd. He said to me. He looked down to his shoes. I saw a slight blush on his cheeks. Sweet Katsuki should come out often. I said to him, making his face more redder. Dekuwhatif. After I patted Kaken's hair I went for searching Uraraka-san, but I ended up bumped into someone. I'm sorry. I said to him while bowing. It's fine. I wasn't looking anyway. He said calmly. I'm Todoroki Shoto. He continued again talking. I'm Izuku Midoriya. I replied. You're the Hein company owner, right? He asked me. Yes. I am. I answered Todoroki's question. Oh. How's your mom? I asked Todoroki-kun. His eyes is filled with a shocked impression. You know my mom? He asked me. Yes. One of my friend were in the mental hospital. I come to visit her but I bumped into Ray. I said, explaining to him. Is she okay? Todoroki asked. Todoroki, I haven't go to the hospital for months and I don't know her condition. Why don't you come to visit her? I asked Todoroki while smiling. Yeah. I should visit her. He said with a sad tone. Alright everyone, please enjoy the party. You all need to make a conversation and I can see, Miss Izuku is already seems to be starting a conversation with Mr. Todoroki. Mr. Aizawa said. I was proud. Then I feel someone is giving a glare. It was Kaken. He was staring at us with an angry expression. The music is so good to hear. Me and Todoroki still chatting and we seems to be having the same problems. Daddy issues. I know why my father left me. Because I destroyed all his treasure. He hated me and my mother. Same with Todoroki. After 1 hour chatting a slow music started to play. Everyone is grabbing their partner. I looked at Todoroki. He said, shall we? He said while smiling. I give him a slight blush. 7. The party went very good. I have fun with Todoroki. We seems to be friends just now. He was a nice person. Tomorrow is our first day at UA so I went back early. I grab my small purse and go home. Beep beep. I woke up in my bedroom. I'm still feeling dizzy. I stand up and take a bath. My uniform is in the closet. I wear it and seems like the skirt is a little bit higher. So I wear black long stockings. As I was ready, I grabbed my yellow backpack. I looked at my phone and Uraraka texted me. Uraraka-san, hey, Deku. I saw you coming back early, is everything okay? 8:34 a.m. delivered 𝗕𝗫𝗄𝗃, everything is okay. I just feel tired. Anyways, are you ready for our first day? 6:12 p.m. delivered 𝗕𝗫𝗄𝗃, of course. And also guess what I found? 6:13 p.m. delivered 𝗕𝗫𝗄𝗃, I saw you dancing with Todoroki. 6. 14 p.m. delivered 𝗕𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗧𝗵𝗃 yeah. So what? 6:14 delivered 𝗕𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗃 you two looked like a couple. 6:15 p.m. delivered 𝗕𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 what? No. We literally you met yesterday. No way we could develop feelings that fast. 6:16 p.m. delivered 𝗕𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 yeah anyways, I will see you later. 6:16 delivered 𝗕𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 plus this girl. But she's my best friend after all. Me, Uraraka and Ida is best friend. My life had gotten better. But, I wonder if it would even better if mom were here. Deku POV as we went offline. I came downstairs and I went inside the limo and the driver drive to UA. On the way there I saw Kaken in the streets. He was on the way to UA too. I stopped the driver and called Kaken. Hey, Kaken. Want a ride? I said to him. Hell no. I don't want all this bratty stuff. He said with an angry tone. I ignore it. This is not a bratty stuff. Well, class starts about 4 minutes more. Mr. Aizawa said if we were late we were expelled. I said opening the door. Fine. But it's because I don't want to get expelled. Don't get anything wrong. He said. Get in. I will treat you some sweets. I said while pointing at a jar full of Kaken's favorite candies. He looked surprised and then he just grabbed the jar and started eating it. We arrived at UA 2 minutes before the class starts. Everyone picked their own seats when we arrived at the classroom. I saw Todoroki at the back. Kaken sit at the front desk of the class. I went sit behind of him. He seems not annoyed at all. As I was reading a textbook, Mr. Aizawa went in. He said, welcome to UA students. Now I need you all to stand up and say your name. That is the activity for today. He said with a lazy tone. We started from Kaken. Name is Katsuki Bakugou. Quirk, explosion. He said and then he sit down. My name is Izuku Midoriya. My quirks is creating quirks and superpowers. I said and then I sit down. I saw some surprised faces. As we go on. Our introduction finally over. Mr. Aizawa went into his sleeping bags and said, now, I want all of you to be quiet. I want to sleep. He said. Then he sat down and fell asleep. 6 We are all chatting and talking. As for me, I sat down and read a book quietly. It was a good day for me today. I feel bored so I went to Todoroki's desk. I want to chat with him. I walked to him and said, hey, Todoroki. How's your day? I asked him. It was good. How's your day going? He asked me back. It was good too. I have so much fun here. I said. We continued to chat until the bell rang. I walk with Todoroki to the lunch rush area. I almost slipped on the way there and Todoroki catch me. Thank you, Todoroki. I said to him with a slight smile. Why you are welcome. He said while stuttering a little bit and showed a slight blush. You are cute when you blush. I said to him. 𝗕𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗧𝗵𝗃. He said. More blush in on his face. I just laughed there and we continued to walk. As I arrived there, Uraraka called me to sit with them. I also dragged Todoroki there. I sat down beside him and eat. It was all about chatting there. Todoroki seems comfortable being around them. I can feel that we all will be great friends. Deku POV our lunch is over. We all come back to the classroom. Uraraka and Ida are called to the gym. They left me with Todoroki which it was totally fine. We went to the classroom and we saw Bakugou. He was the only one in the classroom. Todoroki went to his desk and sit. As for me, I came up to Kaken. Hey, Kaken. I guess you have met Kirishima. I asked him. He just become quiet. What's wrong with him? Kaken. You okay? I asked him again. I was concerned. He just looked down when I was talking to him. I can't be like this any longer. I grab his head and lift it up. His face become redder. It was pretty rare for him to blush. I asked him again with a serious yet scary face. You okay? I asked him. DMN no. Deku. He yelled to me. What's up with you? You're ignoring me. I'm concerned. I talked back to him. It's just. He said. His tone suddenly became sad. That 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗏 makes me freaking angry. He said. I looked back, Todoroki was asleep. What? What happened between you guys? I said to him. I really wanted to know. I saw him catching you when you were about to fall. I was running to your direction. I thought Todoroki is not going to catch you but be freaking did. He said to me, and this time with an angry tone. Wait. So, you're jealous of him? I asked Kaken curiously. No. I'm concerned, nerd. If you fall, then who's gonna be the one who annoyed the hell out of me? He said while looking at the window. That's so sweet. Like I said, sweet Katsuki should come out often, and he did. I said to him with the biggest smile that I never made since my parents left me. It was really rare for me to make that smile ever since. I was happy that I've met many people who cares about me. Especially Kaken and Todoroki. Don't be blue, Kaken. At least I wasn't hurt. I said. 𝗕𝗁𝗁𝗍 whatever, nerd. Go back to your seat. I'm tired right now. He said to me, and then he fall asleep right away. I looked at Todoroki and Kaken. I was grateful to meet them too. I went back to my desk and read the textbook. It was a really fun day here. After 2 minutes, everyone came back to the classroom. They looked really tired. What happened? I tried to talk to Uraraka. She said that Midnight accidentally uses her quirk to all 1A using the air condition. I'm surprised. How come can I not be sleepy? Did I make a quirk or something? I need to check. If I want to check what type of quirk that I made, I need to touch my right eye. If I touched it using my pinky finger, I can see what kind of quirk I was using now. There was an X suddenly forming in my right eye. It was because of me. If I was checking it, then it will become like that. I see. I did make a quirk that prevent me from sleeping when I was about to fall on recess. Everyone seems to be sleepy, and the way they talked was so funny. Mr. Aizawa came in and then fall asleep too. That's mean I was the strange one here. I hate to be the different one. I stare at the window and then I've become bored. I tried to listen to music, but it not making any difference. I play with my quirk a little. I was making a strong quirk called take. I can take anyone quirk and make it permanent if I want to, but I refused. I cut my hands a little using a sharpener. It hurts, but I've used to, and that make me surprised. It almost 2 hours passed and it was now 10. I was really bored. I've become a little sleepy and then I fall asleep. I woke up at 11. Everyone is still asleep. I saw Todoroki waking up, so I went up to him and said, "Good afternoon, Todoroki." I said to him, "MHM. Good afternoon, eh? What time is it?" He said to me confused. It was 11:57, Todoroki. I said to him, and then I remembered. I've arranged a meeting with a business partner. I have asked a permission for Principal Nezu to go. The meeting started at 12, I gotta be fast. I saw Todoroki was also surprised. Oh. DMN. We have a family reunion at 12:10. I need to go, but how? He said disappointed. Come with me. I will make you cloth and then teleport to you address. I said. He just nodded and then I blinked twice and make a gown and a suit. Todoroki changed and so do I. He didn't ask where am I going. After we were done, I left a note and then teleported to Todoroki's house. I waved him a goodbye and then teleported to the meeting place. It was 12:09 1 minute before it started. I sat down and opened my phone. I saw a message from Todoroki. He said, "Thank you so much, Midoriya. I don't know what will happen if you weren't there for me." He texted. Such a nice friend. He was a sweet boy. I was smiling alone and turned off my phone after my business partner come. What a tiring day, isn't it? But I don't mind if I was with my friends or Kaken and Todoroki. Bakugou PV, I've fallen asleep. I didn't notice that Deku is gone. Wait, with half and half. What the heck is happening? I woke up before all of the extras. I went to the teacher's desk and saw a note. It says, "Mr. Aizawa, me and Todoroki is going to a meeting. I've asked Principal Nezu to go. I had a meeting with a business partner and Todoroki has a family reunion. From, Izuku Midoriya and Todoroki the hell. Ha! It's none of my business, That nerd has a business and 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗁𝗃 is the son of endeavor. No wonder they had a busy life. 𝗧𝗂𝗁𝗃 to be them. The hell made us to sleep. I walked to the classroom door and walked through the corridor. I saw some students walking and running like a freaking pig. I went to the teacher's room. I saw Midnight bowing a few times at All Might and Principal Nezu. It seems we have a DMN problem. Hey, mouse. The hell happened to my class? I asked the mouse or something. Bakugou, I'm surprised that you didn't fall asleep. Midnight uses her quirk to make class 1A to feel sleepy, but instead she uses it too much and now you all fall asleep. Except you. The mouse said. What? Is this a DMN test or something? I asked them all. Yes. It is a test. Some villains has a quirk like this. You need to train to not fall asleep. Midnight replied my question. But Midnight, if you uses your quirk on them and accidentally uses it too much, then how come can young Bakugou still awake? All Might asked Midnight. I don't have the answer. Maybe some other quirk. Midnight said to All Might. No way, I checked a few times all the students' quirk. They had no quirk like that. Principal Nezu said to Midnight. Well, only one person that has an exception. Izuku Midoriya. She can create any quirks. I think it's possible to create an easy quirk like that. All Might said. Did they forgot that I'm here? Am I DMN invisible? TCH, DMN old people. Bakugou, did Izuku touched you at anywhere of your part? Principal Nezu asked me. One yes. She patted my head earlier. I said to Principal Nezu. Ah. Maybe that's the answer. Izuku maybe accidentally created a quirk to prevent her from sleeping. Maybe it's because of her meeting today. She don't want to fall asleep. The mouse said while sipping a little of his tea. One 𝗔𝗵𝗲. Then how about Todoroki? Aren't he supposed to be asleep too? I saw him walking to the toilet earlier. Midnight said that 𝗕𝗵𝗃𝗁𝗃 also touched Deku's back and hand when he was catching her. I said to them. I barely saw All Might shaking. Midnight is blushing while grinning and the mouse just keep quiet and stare at me like a freaking owl. We need to talk later, young Bakugou. All Might said to me, and that make me confused as hell. Well, we just had to wait until they all to woke up. Midnight said. To us. Meanwhile at Deku finally the meeting has over. This business partner can help me raise more money. I have no doubt that he can use some business methods that can actually work. I stand up from the chair and saw the clock. It was 1. I just remembered that the school will put us in a dorm tomorrow. I haven't packed yet. I haven't packed yet. I haven't packed yet. Oh no. This is horrible. I changed my clothes and went to the school. Why is it too deserted? As I walk in the corridor, I saw a girl went in from another exit door. She has a blonde bun hair. She has a bright yellow eyes and wear a general schoolgirl uniform. What is she doing? I followed her and she came closer to the 1C class. She came in and stabbed a boy at the arm. The boy was in a deep sleep. Then, the girl injected the boy with a needle. She said 𝗧𝗂𝗁𝗃. 𝗧𝗂𝗁𝗃. 𝗕𝗶𝗄𝗄𝗏. She said. That's disgusting. I want to stop her. Then she take out a walkie-talkie and said, hey, I'm satisfied. He. Everything is clear. Everyone is in a deep sleep. She said. Then I heard a male voice said, Deku. I know someone who called me that. It's Kaken. The girl in the classroom yelled, who's there? She said. I teleported Kaken and I to a nearby locker. The hell nerd? Bakugou yelled. I think I teleported at the storage room that has a few lockers. It was maybe 20 meters away from the girl and maybe she didn't heard it. Shush it, Kaken. I said to Kaken to make him shut up. I can't use my quirk now. We have wait for 5 minutes for me to regain my energy. Kaken, there's a villain at class 1C earlier. She's stabbing a boy and kinda drink his BLD. She has an army coming here. I said to him. He was listening to me. Then hurry up and teleport to the DMN teacher's homeroom. Kaken said to me. I explained why I can't use my quirk for now. He just make the sound TCH. The next 2 minutes is a comfortable silence. Well, not so comfortable. Then we felt something is shaking. The place is shaking. It's only 2 minutes. I can't use my quirk neither Kaken because the girl is still around. We can't make a sound. The shaking is only for a while, then it stop. Then I open my eyes and I'm surprised. What a crampy situation we were in. I was like hugging Kaken's chest. Sorry, Kaken. I apologized to him. I can't move. Of course, the locker is too small. Then 1 minute has passed, then Kaken make me to turn in front of him. I wonder what he was up to. TCH. How come this thing is bouncier than ponytail girl? Kaken said. He was touching my BRST. What the hell? I haven't met him for years and he just turned into a pervert. Unacceptable. I turn back and I make my serious face. My right eye turn into a dark purple. You better stop right there, pervert. I said to him and then he stopped. 5 minutes passed and I teleport to the teacher's homeroom. Principal Nezu. I yelled when I arrived there. Principal Nezu, midnight, All Might and other teachers are looking at me and Kaken. All Might ran up to me and asked what's the matter. Izuku. What happened? He asked me. He met my mother like last year. They started dating and going to get married the next 7 months. He was acting like a father figure. There's a villain at floor 1. I replied. He looked at Kaken and Kaken nodded. The other teachers getting up from their seats and started running to floor. As for me and Kaken, All Might asked me to teleport with Kaken to class 1A and other seniors' classroom. They need help since most of the teachers on that day is on their vacation. Only 9 teachers were there. I teleported with Kaken. The students was in a mess. They have woke up. All of them were screaming. Mr. Izawa is out and asked them to stay there. I saw Mr. Izawa at the corridor and yelled, All Might wants all of class 1A and seniors to fight. I yelled. Mr. Izawa nodded while jumping very fast. Ida is telling class 1A to walk properly to the gate. They didn't follow Ida's instruction. They ran to the gate. All the teachers were there. The villains were at the cross of the gate. We stand up behind of the teachers and heard their chatting before we could make our first move. A villain that called himself Tomura Shigaraki said he wanted the most precious student in UA. Plus they all talked. I was preparing some quirks and blink a few times. I don't know what he wanted from the most precious student. What I know right now is this is our first villain attack. Deku POV, what did they want from this precious student? I asked myself. Shigaraki started to ordering the other villains to attack. They all are fighting. Midnight hold us to make us wait. As they were fighting, Midnight finally let us go to fight. I take out a sharpener blade and started to make cuts on my arm. I need to make some quirks. I created a quirk called Hypnotize, and I used the teleportation. I teleport very fast and touched 6 villains. Which 2 of it are Shigaraki and that blonde girl. They all hypnotized but somehow they managed to get through it. I made another quirk called Time-Lasp. I can make the time faster or quicker in a large area. As I tried to use my quirk, Shigaraki grabbed my neck. He whispered in my ear, I got the precious student. Now I can make the world mine. It's really disgusting to whisper in someone's ear. Did you see this middle finger? If I touched you using all of my fingers, your neck will slowly turn into dusts. He whisper again. Most the villains are defeated and only 12 left. I can't breathe because Shigaraki grabbed my neck too hard. I need to use the time-lasp now. Hey, don't get it wrong, but I think you've been mistaken someone. I'm not the precious student. I am the next All Might that you'll know my name. My name is Deku. I said, then I time-lapsed the time at the fighting area. When I get out of Shigaraki hands, I created another quirk called Fake. I can make someone feel like they were in their dream but actually they were in a deep sleep. They will not move until 2 months. I touched all the villains' head and stopped the time-lasp. After the villains fall asleep, the other students and heroes attack, but they were in shock. They all looked left to right and looked down and saw the villains fall asleep. As for me, I feel my legs started to tremble and there are BLD falling down from my mouth. It was the side effect if I used my quirk too much. I fall down and passed out. The last thing I remember is Kaken running towards me. Bakugou POV, I attack a villain that has 2 heads. I let out my full blast and attack it. I saw Deku touching the villains. It looked like an illusion, so I just ignore it. Then when my full blast out, the villain were gone. I turned left and right until I looked down and saw the villain sleeping. All the villains were sleeping. Then I looked at Deku, who were at the middle of the gate facing all of us. I saw her trembling and BLD coming down from her mouth. She fell down and I ran up to her. Everyone was panic. I lift her up bridal style. I see her eyes. Her right eyes were black dead eye. I run to the infirmary. Recovery girl were chasing me from behind. I put Deku to the bed. Recovery girl takes some medicines. Deku has no wounds, that's mean maybe she has a bleeding inside her body. One recovery girl checked her a few times. She looked shocked. Deku has no injuries inside of her. She just passed out. Recovery girl said she don't know the bleeding came from. She suggests that Deku was fine and she will wake up 30 minutes after this. I waited there for 20 minutes and went to the bathroom. Why the hell she was bleeding? I finally get a chance to curse. 𝗕𝗶𝗄𝗵, I remember Kaken running to me and I passed out and everything went black. I woke up in a bed. It was the infirmary. I saw some water and grabbed it and drank. The BLDs that were coming down from my mouth is the side effect of the quirk creating. I stand up and my feet land at the floor. I wear my shoes back and hear someone flushing the toilet. Maybe it was recovery girl. The toilet door opened. Recovery girl, I want to go back to my class dash. Before I could finish my word I saw Kaken. Hey! Kaken. What are you doing here? I asked while stuttering. I'm the one who bring you here, dumbass. He said with annoyance in his voice. Oh. Thank you, Kaken. I said back to him. He just make the sound TCH. Plus, get back to your bed, nerd. You're DMN injured. He said to me. Maybe he doesn't know about the side effect. Kaken, I'm perfectly fine. It's just the side effect of my quirk. I said, explaining to him. TCH, fine. But you will be a dead if you become sick after this, nerd. He said to me. I know he was worried. Thank you, Kaken. I said back to him. We walked to class together. On the way there, Kaken kept talking about if I died or something. After I arrived there, everyone hugged me. They were really worried. The day went good. If I wasn't there, someone could really get injured and I don't want it to happen. I've saved the situation. Deku POV, as I get in my seat, we all start learning like the villain's attack never happened. After Mr. Aizawa get out, we're all chatting. It was a normal day in UA. After the bell rang, we packed our books and go home. But I felt like something is kinda wrong. As I looked at my phone I saw 𝗬𝗧𝗏 texted me. 𝗬𝗧𝗏, hey, Deku. Where are you? I'm waiting for you at the girls' dorm. 2:34 p.m. Deku, hey, 𝗬𝗧𝗏. I'm at the gate right now. By the way, why are you waiting for me at the girls' dorm? 2:35 p.m. 𝗬𝗧𝗏, did you forgot about the dorm system? The teachers put us in the dorm so they can avoid us from villains. 2:36 p.m. Deku, I remembered. Wait there, 𝗬𝗧𝗏. I will be there in a second. 2:37 p.m. 𝗬𝗧𝗏, okay. I'll wait. 2:37 p.m. I used my quirk to create teleportation again. I teleport at the girls' dorm. I can see 𝗬𝗧𝗏 and the other girls at the corridor. I went to them. Hello, everyone. I said to them while waving. Hello, Midoriya-chan. Tsuyu said to me. Well, since we were all here, I will give your dorm's number. We were all at the same floor. Momo said. She was holding a piece of paper in her hand. After she give us the dorm's number, the girls start running to their room. My dorm is between 𝗬𝗧𝗏 and Mina, so I still have friends there. The dorm is soundproof so no one can hear us inside of it. I went in and I saw a plain room. The floor were a wooden floor and the walls is white. I went in AMD start decorating it using my quirk. For my dorm's walls is light blue, my bed is a queen bed. It was green and dark green. The floor was still wooden, but I put a dark green carpet on it. My study table was beside the bed. My bookshelf is also there. I have a medium-sized TV. I put a coffee table and a pillow. I put the closet beside the door. My room was pretty simple. My room at my mansion is really huge. I don't really liked it. After I was done, I changed my cloth. It was my first time being around people around the time. If I was here, maybe I will miss a few meetings. As I went to the kitchen that are prepared to the UA students, I cooked katsudon, which it was my favorite. Since I live alone at the mansion, I learned how to cook. There's one time I almost burned the entire kitchen just because I wanted to bake cake. As I was done, I sit down at the couch and grab my chopstick. As I was about to put the noodles in my mouth, I heard someone running. Not a someone, I mean a lot. I looked at the big open window. I saw the gate, but no one was there except All Might, Midnight and Principal Nezu. They were chatting. I turned around and saw Kaminari, Kirishima, Mineta, Todoroki, Uraraka, Tsuyu, Mina, Hagakure, which I barely didn't saw her. Juru, Ida, Seitu, Tokoyami, and Kaken. They were all running into my direction. For whoa! What are you guys even doing? I yelled because I was surrounded by many people. How did you even cook that? Kirishima yelled at me. Well, I cooked it by myself. I replied him while shrugging. Can you make us some? They all shouted together, and that made me very irritated. I never been shouted this past 3 years. I looked at them with my right eye turned into red. My eyes can turn into any colors, depends how I feel. I can hide it too. You don't need to if you don't want. Uraraka said to me while backing away. No. Let me make you some. But only this once. I said at them. I use my quirk to make a food-making quirk. I make some sushis, onigiris, and many more. They all eat it, and I went back to my dorm. I was really tired using my quirk. I wonder how come can I be tired by making such a simple quirk? Something is wrong here. 𝗔𝗂𝘁𝗵𝗲, I woke up in a whole different room. It's not my room anymore. It's the dorm. I decorate it very simple and the way I like it. I stand up and rub my eyes a little. I brought my towel and my clothes. Since it was Saturday and I don't have any meetings, maybe I can join the others on some activities. I went to the girls' bathroom. After I take a shower, I wear my clothes. I wear a black shorts, a white long-sleeved shirt, a high white stocking and a red Snickers. I went to the kitchen and make some onigiris and tea. As I was done, I sit on the couch and eat my breakfast while scrolling down my phone. I hoped the others didn't wake up before I could finish my food. As I was done eating, I heard footsteps from the corridor. It was the boys. I went to the kitchen and washed my plate and cup quickly. Hey, Midoriya. Good morning. Kirishima said to me. Good morning, Kirishima. I said back with a bubbly tone. EY. What you making there? Is that a food? Denki asked me. I went shocked. I don't know what happened to me last night after I create the food creating quirk. I went dizzy and fall asleep. Ah. It's nothing. I just washing my hands. I said to them. I hope they believe my lies. Oh. Well then, do you want to join us to the beach? The girls are getting ready. We went to your dorm but you're not there. Zero said to me. Oh. That would be great. I would love to. I said back to them. They sit on the couch for 4 minutes and I heard their stomach grumbling. I looked at my phone, tried to pretend I didn't heard the grumbling, then I had enough. How about I treat all of you breakfast later? I asked them. They seems lighted up a bit. Oh yeah. We would love to. Kirishima yelled, making Kaken startled, who is sitting beside him. Oi! Can you just calm down a bit? He yelled at Kirishima. Kirishima just said, yeah, sure Bakubro. After 9 minutes the girls are finally ready and so am I. Uraraka and Tsuyu went up to me. Hello, Midoriya-chan, Tsuyu said to me. She was wearing a green dress. Good morning, Deku. Uraraka said to me. She was wearing a short jeans and a blue t-shirt with a collar. Good morning, both of you, I said to them while tying my hair up. On the way there, I invite all of them to a cafe and spend my money for their breakfast. I spend $78 for their breakfast. As we were done, we continued our way to the beach. When we arrived there, all of the girls start changing their clothes. Except me. I have embarrassed with my body. Oi, Deku. Why the hell you didn't change your clothes? Kaken yelled at me and that made me startled. Hi, Kaken. Well, I didn't bring my swimsuit so. I said to him. I was actually bringing one with me if I need to. Yeah, you don't know how to lie, nerd. I saw you packing your DMN swimsuit. He said to me while pointing at my backpack. I groan. Fine. I said while making my way to the bathroom. After I changed my clothes, I see myself at the mirror. I looked so ugly. I think I can't even run because my BRST will just bouncing. My shorts was not that bad. It was only knee long. As I go out, I saw the girls already getting in the sea. I just sit on the sand scrolling my phone to check any messages. After 3 minutes, Kaken went up to me. You DMN nerd. Why the hell didn't you wear any sunscreen? He yelled at me. I know he cared about me. I looked at my arm and saw a sunburn. I take out my sunscreen and wiped it around my body. The only part that I didn't reach is my back. I tried my best. I gave up, but I really don't want my back to get sunburn. Give me that sunscreen to me, Kaken said to me. You had your own sunscreen, Kaken, I replied back while pointing his bag. Just give it to me. Kaken said. I give him the sunscreen and poured it to his hand. The next action is so unthinkable. He actually put the sunscreen at my back. I just let out a small blush. I can see Kaken also have a sly blush on his face. You owe me later, nerd. He said to me while putting down the sunscreen. Yeah. Thank you, Kaken. You're the best, I said to him while smiling. He just smiled back. It was so cute. The rest of the day went very great. We went back at 5. It was such a fun memories for me and my friends. Deku's POV. I arrived at my dorm and unknowingly, I get a letter. I wonder who it's from. Maybe some of the business partner. I picked the letter up. Before that, I eat some watermelon breads that I bought and read the letter. It didn't show any other name and I suggest to myself that maybe I shouldn't read it, but curiosity filled me. I ended up opening the letter and read it. To dear Izuku, this is your mother, Inko Midoriya. I really missed you, dear. And my friend, Toshinari, also known as All Might, that you've been like for almost all this years, are inviting you to this training camp. It was sponsored by All Might and other pro heroes. Class 1A were invited too. I will be there. And also, you must be wondering what's my job, right, dear? Well, I'm a pro hero too. Can't wait to see you. Love, your mom. A letter from my mom. And she become a pro hero. I thought she was working like a normal person. But I don't mind it actually. Her quirk were awesome. Well, she does left me, but she still loved me. My father died 2 years ago. My mother was working abroad. That's how I still keep my name. Izuku Midoriya. But still, I'm happy that she become a pro hero. She always dreamt about it, but my father insist. She gave up because of my father. I don't hate him, but I just mad at him, that's all. 4 training camp sounds fun. I should probably announce this to the students tomorrow. Besides, I think I should visit the villains. They were currently sleeping. Well, my quirk also had some limit. If someone moved the person that were asleep by my quirk the other day, they would woke up instantly. Well, a strong movement would be able to wake them up, so I must be careful. I snapped out from my thoughts when someone tapped my shoulder. I flinched a little and hit the person. They fell down and I heard a rough voice. What the hell, Deku? For it was Kaken. I take a few seconds before realizing what's going on. I panicked when I saw him on the ground, bruises on his leg. Oh God, I'm sorry, Kaken. Let me help you. Can you get up? I said to him. I grabbed his arm and dragged him into my room. He didn't insist, I think. I tried to find some bandages inside of my drawer and eventually I did. Kaken, who were just keep quiet, was sitting on my bed. When I found the bandages, I was on one knee when I was wrapping Kaken's leg. It didn't take a lot time though. All done. I'm really sorry, Kaken. I said to him. He looked away. Did he just ignore me? I'm apologizing, and he looked away. I sighed. Typical Kaken. I smiled a bit. I remembered the letter that I got. I grabbed the letter that were on the study table. Thanks. Kaken mumbled. My ears were pretty sharp. I didn't look at him. Welcome, I said bubbly. Kaken. Thanking. Very extra, mega rare. What's up with him lately? I snapped out from my thoughts again and lent him the letter. Kaken, All Might and other pro heroes were making a training camp. Class 1A were invited. I said to him. Plus he stared at it blankly. Takes a few seconds for him to read it. When he was about to finish, he said something. It says that we have to pick a partner. Bakugou's pity. We all just came back from the beach. Everyone seems tired, and so as well me. Shitty hair called me to have some dinner, but I insist, and I just walked to my dorm. I thought about what happened since I came into UA. Deku suddenly appeared from DMN nowhere, villain attack and lots of more. What the hell? Something or someone just make a big change in my life. But who and what? I snapped out from my thoughts when I remembered the villains that were asleep at the UA basement. It's my turn now to check on them. DMN it. I'm very tired right now, but if I don't check on them, I might get expelled. That's what the caterpillar said to me. I groaned and walked to the basement. Well, I think of many possibilities of what would happen if I didn't watch my guard while checking on them. Maybe they have possible ally that would protect them. I wasn't scared actually. I'm very tired to think of a strategy if they tried to attack me. In the end, I ended up dragging myself to Deku's dorm. What the hell am I doing? I'm not going to get help from that nerd. But still, maybe that nerd was still on recovery from the villain attack. Maybe she passed out. Maybe she bleed again. I don't know. Now I have two responsibilities. One checking on Deku, two checking on the villains. I'm too lazy for this kind of thing. I sighed and stormed to Deku's room. I saw her holding a letter in front of her dorm room. What is she doing? A love letter. I went to her and tapped her shoulder. She flinched a little, but it was almost unnoticeable. She pushed me down and now I'm on the floor. Being pushed and fell down by a girl. How embarrassing. I'm not weak. One Deku keep apologizing. She saw some bruises on my knees. I ended up being in her room. I just keep quiet, and when she was done wrapping my knees, I didn't said anything. She sighed and put the bandages that she was holding. I mumbled, thanks. I think she didn't hear it. She didn't look at me and I'm saved. Welcome. Out of the blue she suddenly said. She heard me. A tint of red dusted on my cheeks. It wasn't obvious, of course. She grabbed a letter that were on her study desk, then she gave it to me. What is this thing? I read it and turns out it was from Deku's mom. The letter said that Class 1A were invited in a training camp. I read at the bottom of the letter, there were a small sentence that were almost unnoticeable. It says that, bring partner. Why do we have to bring partner? Maybe the nerd knew about this. We have to bring partner, I said to her. She blinked and she grabbed the letter and read it. She looked at the bottom of the letter. I think she didn't saw the sentence. I didn't see it. Biba, if you want more information, you can ask All Might, Izuku-sensei and other teachers. She said while stuttering. I look around her room, very simple and casual. Aren't rich people supposed to decorate their house with expensive things? I sighed and groaned while standing up. I'm bringing Deku to the basement. I think I saw her name in the schedule where we would SWCH guard on the villains. It was Deku, Mineta, and my turn to check on them. Well, I expect that Deku doesn't want Mineta to go, so it was only me and Deku. Hey, nerd. It's your and my turn to check Teacher villains. Come on, I don't want to waste my time. I said to her. She didn't say anything, she just nodded and we walked to the basement together. If I was correct, the basement is right here. I opened a steel door using some codes that Izuku-sensei give us. It was barely dark. If I use my explosion to light up this room, it might be burned. Deku. She can create a quirk, right? Like a copy quirk. I was about to ask her, but she already lighted up the room with her glowing hands. I don't know what the quirk's name is, but maybe some glowy thingy. I was about to step forward, but a loud explosion sounds were coming from one of the basement wall. 𝗕𝗂𝘁𝗵𝗲 we went into the basement after we had a talk. The basement was completely dark. I create another quirk that would light up the whole space. It has no name yet. As we walked another step, a loud explosion sound were coming from one of the walls. I panicked and yelled for Kaken. Kaken! Where are you? I yelled. I can't hear his voice. No, where is he? I thought to myself. I didn't move, just shaking. Kaken is gone, feels like my bravery's source were gone. I was about to cry, but the sunshine shine into the dark basement. My quirk were off. The villains were running into a portal. I could hear their laughs and screaming. The screaming. It make me remember about my father screaming and yelling at my mother. I was just a child back then. Neither Kaken were there. He was kidnapped. I fell into my knees and burst into tears. Breathing were irregularly. Feels like my heart was going to stop for a second there. What is this? Why must now? I didn't have the strength for this. I wasn't prepared. Ahaha! Look at that. A future hero, crying like a slot. One of the villains said. My feeling were mixed. Scared, angry, confused. All of them. I didn't control it. What did you say? I screamed at the villain. I created a quirk. It didn't have a name. I put up my hand and a thunderbolt hit the man villain. He was laying on the ground. The sound made me startled a little. I was breathing heavily. Once again, I fell on my knees. Suddenly, a hand came across my body, hugging me. Calm down, nerd. He said in a soft voice. Kaken. I turned around. Tears falling down on my cheeks. Sobbing and sniffing. I wasn't brave enough. I should have stopped them. I cried regretting my action earlier. I didn't stop them. I am still traumatized. Guilt filled my chest. Like the past, I wasn't able to do anything to stop my parents' argument. I shouldn't make my father disappointed, angry. The teachers walked in the basement in a fighting position. Aizawa-sensei already uses his quirk. I saw All Might at the back. His smile dropped when he saw me. He came running. Young Midoriya. Are you okay? He asked me. I tried to calm myself down, but I can't. Kaken answered his question. She was traumatized, I think. She striked a villain over there with a lightning bolt. I think she was angry, Kaken answered. And yes, she wasn't hurt. She just needs someone to befriend her, Kaken continue again. I keep crying on his arm. All Might go away after he was sprayed to send the villain to the prison. Aizawa-sensei went to talk to us. He asked what did us saw. Kaken said that he didn't saw anything since it was still a little dim, and neither do I. The DMN villains get away. I should went for them. Kaken mumbled to himself. Aizawa-sensei, who seemed to hear that, said, let us handle it. This is your first year and you all had already got into some villain attack. He said and then walked away. The students were evacuated to the safe room. The teachers were still concerned if some of the villains were still here. We will be staying there for the whole weeks. Of course, the safe room were just a big space. No room. Just a white floor, a white walls with foods. Me and Kaken were put in the infirmary. I still didn't let go of him. He didn't insist, so I will just let it be. I stopped crying. My eyes were swollen. Every time I tried to talk, I stutter and hic a bit. Kaken were laying down on the bed. Since recovery girl give up on separating me and Kaken, we share the same bed. Hey, nerd. You're awake? Kaken asked in a soothing voice. I nodded a bit. Still, don't want to let go of him. It's my fault. I should have stopped them. I'm a real idiot. I said. I admit that I'm an idiot. I can't be a hero if I'm like this. Yeah. You are. He said. I sighed and about to get up. He insist. Why? Can't believe I'm saying this. Everyone makes mistake. A road becoming to a hero is not that easy. All Might sometimes made a mistake too, he said. True, All Might does make mistake too sometimes. Actually, that makes me feel a lot better. I smiled and sighed. I know. You're the best 𝗕𝗂𝘁𝗵𝗲 Kaken and I are fine and we can go to the emergency room. Kaken guard over me to make sure that I'm fine since the villain escaped. Hey, nerd. Don't run. He yelled at me. I wasn't actually running, I was just jogging because I want to pack my things. Kaken, I wasn't running, I'm jogging, I talked back. He groaned. It's still the same. You'll fall, stupid Deku, he said in a half-threatening voice. I sighed and opened my room door. I eventually started to packing up. The things that I need and important were all in one bag. The bag weren't so big and I think I can hold it myself. I take my dorm's key and ran up to Kaken. I looked at him. Something is very wrong. He didn't pack his things. Kaken, aren't you going to pack your things? We were going to the emergency room, I said to him. He groaned again. 𝗕𝗁 already packed my things and bring it to the emergency room, he said in a lazy voice, I think. 𝗕𝗁 seemed pretty close with Kaken ever since he met him. I'm curious about their relationship. 𝗕𝗁 seemed to have a good relationship with you, I said to him. He looked at me and pinched my head. What is going on in your mind? What do you mean? I asked him. I don't know what does he meant by that at all. A good relationship, his words echoed in my head over and over again until I noticed something with the word. Relationship. I flinched a little. Wait, no. It's not what I meant, Kaken. I mean a good friend. I said to 𝗓𝗏𝗏. He made the sound. Then he looked around, no one were here. Are you jealous? He whispered to me. I almost fall and chuckle. Me. Jealous over Kaken? No way. I think it would be better if it was called lucky or something. No, of course not. The last time I did dash, I didn't finish my word. The memories came back to me. Hello, Izuku. Inaki said to me. I flinched over it. I started to fidgeting. Echichello, Inaki. I said, stuttering a bit. He chuckled. We were on our way to school since my driver have a family reunion. I didn't mind walking actually. Inaki keeps talking about how sweet his holiday was and there's one word slip out from his mouth. It could have been more sweet if you're with me, he said. A tint of red dusted on my face. Am I fangirling? He was flirting. What? I said. I was nervous. He looked at me and stopped walking. Listen, Izuku. I really like you since you came here. He said to me. My face heat up again. This time, it was worst. It was unnoticeable, I think. Ah, really? I said while gaining some confidence. Yes. And I really like to have you as my girlfriend, he said in no shame and full of confidence. I was dizzy. Is this my first love? But how about Kaken? I didn't think long and I said yes. He hugged me and I cried happily. Our relationship stays for 2 months until we broke up. I saw Inaki flirting with other girls. I was so mad, jealous, and upset and I couldn't control my quirk. I ended up hurting the girl. I was suspended for 1 week. My reputation were broken to pieces and I moved school. I cried for the whole week at house. I shivered a bit. Remembering the word jealous. I almost killed the girl. She have gone through 23 surgeries because of me. I became silence. I didn't continue the word. Hey, Deku. Kaken asked me but I didn't answer his question. Oi, Deku. He said and I flinched a bit. Oh. Sorry, Kaken, I said to him. He gazed at me. He looks at me, he gave me an impression like you okay? Or something wrong. I'm fine, just a little bad memory. 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏 I shivered and make our way to the emergency room. I swear, I was sweating in every step I take. Our tap sound were echoing in the corridor. I wonder, why is it so quiet? I shrugged it off. On our way, Kaken keep complaining how reckless I was. I chuckled every time he says that. What a sweet boy, I think. Kaken wasn't like that when I first met him. He was basically a sweet boy that loved to play and also naughty. But after he got his quirk, everything changed. He bullied me, assaulted me for such a simple mistake. He sometimes hit me. Remembering those memories make me curious. I wonder, why did he changed? He never learned to have me since we met. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong here. I fought the action that I want to do. I wanted to ask him. I tried to regain strength and bravery to ask him, and I finally did. I came closer to him. A slight blush were noticeable on my face. Why am I blushing? Hey! Kaken. I asked him. I didn't stutter this time. He groaned and looked at me. What? He asked in a taut voice. This is the time to know the real reason. Why did you change? I asked him. A simple question to ask him. He frowned a bit. What do you mean? He asked me in a soft voice. Why did you change when you got your quirk? I said. My face didn't dare to look up. He has no word. He sighed, his face was softened a bit. Listen. There are a reason that I do that. But it's not because I hate you, he said in a fully softened voice. What does he mean by that? Then, why did he bully me? Hit me? And all those things. I was the one who were confused one here right now. Then what is the reason? I asked him. That is the only question that need to be answered. He sighed. We stopped in front of the emergency room. Right in front of it. It's because I want to protect you. Because I love you dash. Before he could finish his word, the door opened. Deku. We are so worried. Uraraka jumped in my arms, hugging my body. Kaken stared at me. Sighing. Uraraka bring me in and the other girls started to surround me. Bakugou's POV, she didn't hear my words. I thought. My feelings were mixed up. Should I be happy because I confess, or should I be sad because she didn't hear it? I don't know. I walked in the room. Deku were surrounded by the girls and for me, the boys started talking to me. Why did I feel mixed up? I mumbled under my breath. Deku's PV. The girls bring me to their zone and started checking me whether I was injured or not. Guys, I'm fine. I said while blocking them from taking off my shirt. They sighed a bit and smiled. We were glad you're okay, Momo said, representing the other girls. I smiled and chuckled. Slowly, they leave me on the small bed. I tried to memoizing what just happened at the door earlier. Because I like you, that words echoed in my head a lot of times. He liked me. For real. Did he like me? He said in a convincing tone. He never play with someone's feelings. Did he really like me? I stand up and went to the boys' zone. Kaken was sitting alone at the corner of the big room. Kaken. I said, gasping some air. He looked up to me, then he looked away. His expression were nervous. I stand up in front of him, looking at him. Kaken. Did you mean it? I asked him. Slowly. Did he liked me? He keep quiet and he nodded. He liked me. I sit down in front of him and cried. Hey. Geez, sorry. He said, apologizing. He tried to comfort me and a sentence burst out from my mouth. I like you too. I said. Looking at him. He looked away blushing. Then. He said and his arm were around me hugging. I hugged his back. Plus am I his girlfriend now?